Hey everyone, it's Carissa at Sprinkled with Glitter. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am sharing 3 new cards featuring the Pinkfresh Studio's Essentials Slim Cuts release. This is their new release for March 2020. And by the way, over on my blog, there is a giveaway, so you may want to hop on over there. I'll have that linked below. But this new release is full of these slim cuts, and these are really cool because they are designed for a card that's a little bit different than the standard that we normally make in card making. And I'm going to walk you through how to create that card base in a moment. But I want to show you this size of these slim cuts in relation to an A2 size card. So I have an A2 size card in my right hand and the slim cut die in my left hand. And you can see these actually create these long, skinny cards. They fit really well in a business envelope. And here I have the braided circles die, the fancy diagonal stripes die, and the edgers die. And I'm going to show you a card featuring each one of these. I'm going to start with some Neenah Solar White heavyweight cardstock, and along this short edge, I am going to trim this to 7.5 inches. We're starting out by making our card bases here, so you're going to get a good look at how I create these card bases. And once I've trimmed that one edge to 7.5, I'm going to rotate my cardstock, and I am going to trim the long edge to 8.75 inches. So I have my cardstock here. I'm going to use this entire piece of cardstock for a single card base. Now I'm going to put this into my scoring tool here, and I'm going to score the short edge at 3.75 inches. So my finished card size will be 3.75 by 8.75, and this is the card size that I found worked best for me. Now, if you wanted to go slightly larger than this, you absolutely could. This card size allows for just a teeny tiny border around these slim cuts dies. So once I have this scored at 3.75 inches, I did have to rotate my cardstock because my scoring tool is a mini scoring tool, and I couldn't score down that line all at once. So once I had that scored, I just folded it in half and reinforced the score or that fold with my bone folder. Now, I know a lot of you are going to ask about what kind of envelope you can put this card in. And so I have a standard number 10 business envelope here. It is truly a business envelope. And I wanted to show you that these cards fit perfectly inside. There's even a little extra room. So if there was something hanging off the edge of your card, it would definitely fit in this envelope. So you can just use a standard business size envelope for these cards. So now that my card bases are created, let's jump into creating the cards. I'm starting out with some Neenah Solar White cardstock and the Braided Circles Slim Cuts die, and I'm just holding that in place with a little bit of purple tape on this Neenah Solar White cardstock, and then I'm going to put that into my die cutting sandwich and run this through my Gemini Junior to die cut this. Now on this particular piece, I'm using a scrap because I really didn't want this entire piece that's here in my left hand. I really just wanted these circles because I'm going to actually inlay them into another piece that I'm later going to die cut with that same die. Now I am taking these circles and I am using some temporary adhesive to adhere them to a piece of scrap paper, and I have the Pinkfresh Studio Lemon Lush background stamp. I absolutely love this stamp. I am a huge fan of citrus. I don't know if you know this, but our family has grown citrus for years. My grandma was a citrus grower. My parents were citrus growers, and my brothers and I are now citrus growers as well. So I absolutely love anything with a citrus image. So I'm going to ink that up with some black ink, and then I'm going to take this scrap piece of paper that has my 3 circles temporarily adhered to it, and I'm going to lay it face down onto my background stamp. And then I'm just going to rub all over the back of this cardstock or this paper to transfer the ink to this paper. Now I'm going to pull it up, and I have my circles perfectly stamped, and since I used repositionable adhesive, I'll just remove those from that scrap piece of paper and I'll set those aside. Now for my next step, I'm going to take that Braided Circle Slim Cut die again, and I am going to die cut it from some pink cardstock, and I just cut this cardstock to 4.25 by 11 inches, and I'm going to run that through my die cut machine. Now you will find that these are very long dies, and you have to get them right onto your cutting plates in order to use standard size cutting plates with them. So make sure they're not hanging out the edge so that you will get a complete cut on one pass. Now this time I'm actually going to use that larger piece, and that's going to be my card front. I'm going to go ahead and die cut a few more items. I'm using some gold cardstock and these beautiful scripty sentiment dies here from the Essentials line from Pinkfresh Studio. I absolutely love these because they have that really delicate sentiment, and they also have the shadow die included with them, and there's so many different sentiments. So I cut the actual word from the gold cardstock and the shadow portion from some vellum. And now I'm adding some foam adhesive to the back of my card front. I'm going to remove the backer on the foam adhesive. I'm going to position this onto my card base that I created earlier and press that into place. Now I'm going to take those 3 circle die cuts that I stamped on earlier, and I'm going to nestle them inside of those windows that this die cut create, and I'm going to hold them in place using a little bit of tape runner adhesive. And that's just going to give me a little bit of that really bold black and white pattern peeking through those windows. Now, in order to adhere these die cut sentiments onto the shadow pieces, I'm just using a little glue tube adhesive here and dotting it onto the back of these really delicate die cuts. And I'm using my tweezers to help me place those onto the shadow piece. And then I'm going to place them onto my card front. Now, I decided that I did want a little bit of color on these stamped circles, so I am just taking the BG10 Copic marker, and I'm coloring the background of the stamped image. So anything that's not an actual image on it, but it's just kind of open area, I'm filling those areas in with this really pale blue marker, and that just gave it a little pop of color, which I thought really helped set it off. Now I've taken the Fruitastic stamp set from Pinkfresh Studio, and I am stamping this lemon in lemon whip ink, and for the leaves I'm using the fresh pear ink. And I decided to add a little bit of shading to this solid stamped image, and so I'm just rolling the edge of this lemon stamp into the sunshine ink, which is just a little bit darker than the lemon whip ink, and I'm stamping that right on top of the lemon that I've already stamped, and that gives it a little bit of shading along that edge. Now I adhered that kind of tucked behind my sentiment onto my card front, and I finished this card off with just a few sparkling clear sequins, and that completes my first card, and I absolutely love that card. Now for my second card, I am going to make a wedding or a bridal shower card. I thought this would be perfect. And I'm using this really pale blush cardstock and the fancy diagonal stripe slim cuts die from Pinkfresh Studio. I'm going to run that through my die cut machine, and you're going to see that I'm left with this really beautiful background. Now keep in mind, I'm using these as full backgrounds on my cards today, but you could absolutely cut these down for smaller card sizes, or use your imagination to use them in different ways. Today, I really just wanted to show you how to create these slim cut kind of cards, these really long, narrow cards. I think it's just a really fun change up on our normal A2 size card that we kind of get stuck in. These are also great cards for giving like cash or checks if you still give those. I know a lot of people give gift cards now. I'm old. I'm 40 now. Actually, today is my birthday, and so I do still give checks for weddings. But I think I'm probably the end of an era here, if I'm being honest. So I've gone ahead and die cut my background. I'm adding some foam adhesive, some small strips of foam adhesive to the back of it. And I have this floral piece here. I have stamped that onto some vellum, and I've heat embossed it with some gold embossing powder. And I'm just kind of weaving that through on the ends and holding it in place with a little bit of liquid adhesive. Now, once I have that in place, I'm going to go ahead and remove the backer from the foam adhesive, and I'm going to place this onto the card base that I created earlier. And I have that beautiful floral cluster kind of weaved into my striped background, and it is so beautiful. These colors scream wedding to me, or bridal shower. So for my sentiment, I decided to use this Congrats. It's from one of the scripted bold sentiment stamp sets from Pinkfresh Studio. There are 2 of them. I will have them both linked below because I do actually use both of these sentiment sets in this video They are absolutely gorgeous. And I black heat embossed this onto some vellum. So I prepped the surface of my vellum using my powder tool first. I stamped my sentiment in some Versamark ink and then added some black Raven embossing powder from Brutus Monroe, heat set that, and then I used my scissors to kind of fussy cut the sentiment out. And now I'm using a little bit of liquid adhesive to adhere that onto the front of my card. This card is super simple, but it really packs a punch. And I'm going to add a little bit more sparkle by adding some sparkling clear sequins just to finish that off. And voila, you have the perfect wedding or bridal shower card. Now for my third card, I am going to use the Edgers dies. These are really fun because they create these beautiful shaped edges for your card base or for the card front. And you could absolutely use these on A2 size cards as well. But today I am using these on the Slimline card design. I have 3 colors of cardstock here, kind of in an ombre fashion, and I'm going to adhere my edger die onto that front piece of cardstock, and I'm going to die cut 2 pieces of cardstock at once. So I've kind of just stacked them up here, and I'm putting them into my die cut sandwich, and then I'll run those through my Gemini Junior to die cut 2 pieces of this cardstock at once. Now, once I've run that through and I have my first 2 pieces die cut, I'm going to leave my die in place on that really light blush cardstock, and I'm going to stack it up on that darker peachy cardstock, and I'm going to run that through my die cut machine again. And then I have all 3 of my pieces of cardstock die cut and ready to go, and I'm going to start stacking these up. So I'm adding just a little bit of tape runner adhesive, and I'm kind of lining them up to where they kind of stack up, and I'll have this really beautiful ombre design. Now, I do want to mention that I was able to cut or trim down all 3 of these layers at once using my guillotine trimmer because not all of them are a heavyweight cardstock. If they were all a really heavyweight cardstock, I would not be able to trim through all 3 of these layers at once. But because a couple of those layers are a little bit lighter weight, I was able to trim through all 3 of these layers. If you are using a heavier weight cardstock, you may want to adhere 2 pieces together, trim those 2 pieces to get down together, and then add your 3rd piece and trim that one down as well. Now for this backdrop, I am using the Leafy decor stamp set from Pinkfresh Studio, and I'm doing a little tone-on-tone stamping, so I used the Peach Fuzz ink pad from Pinkfresh Studio, and I'm just stamping this kind of randomly along the background. And I went ahead and black heat embossed my With Love sentiment on the front of this card as well, using that same Raven embossing powder that I used earlier. And before the video started, I actually stamped and embossed this Leafy decor background here and die cut that onto some vellum. I just wanted to save a little bit of time. And I did it in gold, and I have it in gold here on my card, but I actually switched it out to white. And I added a few more of these stamps from the Fruitastic stamp set from Pinkfresh Studio. Absolutely adorable fruit images in that set, and I love it. And then I finished this card off with just a few sparkling clear sequins. So there you have it, 3 cards featuring the brand new Pinkfresh Studio Slim Cuts Essential Dies. I absolutely loved creating with these. And as I mentioned earlier, this video is a part of a blog hop celebrating this March release from Pinkfresh Studio. Head on over to my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. I will have it linked below. Over there, you'll find more still shots, more information, a complete list of supplies, as well as information on a giveaway. As always, I will have featured supplies listed and linked in the description at YouTube, so check there if you're looking for something specific. As always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications on my YouTube channel so you won't miss any of my paper crafting and card making video tutorials. As always, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.